This is Dormouse03 continuing my Max Payne 3 old school difficulty walkthrough, and this is the last part of chapter 12. So this section I trimmed out a little bit here where you walk up here and go through these doors and you plant some C4. And the first advice that I have for this section is after you get through the cutscene in the room across from where I'm sitting right now, where he picked up the C4, he'll plant one automatically, and then you want to turn around, go back in that room, and pick up painkillers and ammunition, because they will respawn after this fight. So if you do that, you'll be able to get more painkillers and more ammo out of that room after you finish this fight right here, and that will make things much more manageable as you're going through. So you want to sort of stick in cover, kill them, clean them up pretty quickly, and then head back into that room, which you'll see me do, I think. And as you'll see, there will be 2 more painkillers there and more ammo. So you were able to get 4 painkillers out of that room if you did that correctly, and that is super helpful coming up to this next spot, because this next section I really dislike, because you're going to be sitting here across from these snipers. And now I tried a couple of different strategies here. There is a small alcove over to the right where you can go and sort of peek around the corner and get that guy. The only problem is peeking around the corner to get this guy became a problem for me, because I kept he was able to get a sight on me before I could creep out there and shoot him. So it wasn't working effectively for me, and so I chose to just hole up and do the best I could from right here. And there are a few things that piss me off about this section, so I'm going to talk about them in order. The first part is you're kind of forced to use this sniper rifle, because the other weapon that I had was that shotgun and then some pistols, and those weapons just don't have the range really to be able to effectively take out these guys that are across in that building. The second problem that I have is the problem I've had with sniper rifles throughout the game. It's hard for me to aim them with my left thumbstick, but I'd gotten sort of used to that by this point, so I was okay with it by the time I got here. So that wasn't as big of a problem for me. The other thing that really, I mean, it just, I don't get it. There's the alcove that I was in to try to peek around and kill people. So if you can get that spot to work, try it out. I couldn't, so I did what I did. And once you're in here, more guys will spawn, and you want to take cover pretty quickly and take them out. And be careful, because some of them will go around to the right and try to flank you, so you want to be aware of where people are and try to just make the best of your situation in here and not let them, like that guy, get too far over, because if he comes around behind you, it's not going to be a good deal. So, and the rest of this is just, you know, pretty simple. You just take care of guys and do what you've been doing the whole time. So, and don't pop out of cover like I did by accident. So the last part about that sniping section that I really hated was how every time you aim, it takes you out of cover and leaves you standing up. So you have to remember, every time you pop up to try to shoot somebody with that sniper rifle, that you have to immediately get back into cover after you're done aiming. So that's just something you need to be aware of and remember to do. And using bullet time while you're aiming the sniper rifle will help you a lot, obviously. Especially, I would say definitely use it to take out the first 2 snipers, because they are a one-hit kill, and you want to clean them up first, and you want to use bullet time if you can to be able to do it. Because otherwise, they take you out so fast. It's not even a joke. So
at the rest of those explosives I had.
You want to clean up the rest of those guys, and then go back out there. And what I do after every fight is go back out here and pick up ammo, because you want to make sure that you have enough ammo to do the job in the next section. So then you're going to plant some more C4, and after you plant C4 right here, there will be another wave of guys that comes out, and it automatically puts you on that Magnum, which I hate it when it does that. It's like, let me have the gun that I selected. You know, don't force a weapon on me. There was no reason for him to have his pistol out just then. I mean, it's not like it was part of the cutscene where, you know, he needed to have a pistol for whatever reason as part of the story, and then you have it in your hand equipped. There was nothing going on right then that necessitated swapping out my weapon. So that's sort of annoying, but you just deal with it and remember that you have to swap out your weapons sometimes. And this room right here was sort of a pain in my ass. I don't know, there was just, those columns were kind of in the way, and these guys were really close and pretty accurate with their weapons, so I ended up having to use some painkillers there. But luckily enough, we're coming up to the end of this chapter, and the rest isn't, or at least I didn't find too bad. So go pick up some more ammo, and then put on the last C4, and then you'll see a long cutscene, and after that, the building is exploding, and you are killing guys. So you want to kill that guy first, and then that pipe over there explodes, and it takes out another guy, I think, that is on the ground. And so this section right here, you just want to be careful, and you want to try to use your bullet time as best you can. That's why I didn't use it to kill that first guy. And I like to go into bullet time when the building is not shaking, because when it was shaking, as you saw a second ago, it just puts your aim all over the place, and you know, you're killing earthworms in the ground and seagulls in the sky, and not anywhere near what you are trying to aim at, unless you get really used to moving the target around while it's in that bullet time section. And there is an achievement right here for getting a headshot on a guy while the ground is shaking, and it's something about, like, sometimes you get lucky, I think is what it's called. And I got it my first playthrough. As I was going through this section, I tried to get it. I tried to put myself into bullet time and get a headshot actively, and I was just never able to do it. I reloaded the checkpoint so many times trying to get that achievement, and then I just said, screw it, whatever, I'm going to just play normally. and if you blow up the thing behind that guy, it'll take him out efficiently. So anyway, I just said, screw it, I'm going to play how I play, and I ended up getting it randomly, and I was like, that is an aptly named achievement, guys. Good job. Good on you. So just be careful with the dudes up there, but you do want to push forward kind of quickly, because I did this chapter and I was going kind of slow. I was taking my time, as I had been for the rest of the chapter, and taking out guys and conserving my painkillers and not getting hit. And when I got up to this part right here, the building collapsed because I had taken too long. So you can fail it by taking too much time. You want to play semi-cautiously, but you don't want to play too cautiously, because you got to get here within a certain amount of time. And luckily I had stocked up a bunch of painkillers from before. So here's an LMG dude, and you want to... I was trying to get into cover there, and the controls were not my friend at that moment. And so right here, you just want to put a shot in him, and that is why I kept my shotgun, friends. One shot in his head will put him down, and that is the power of that gun. So that is the end of that chapter. You want to probably try to jump into cover a little bit more quickly after that LMG guy turns up. And if you don't have the shotgun, or I believe I had the golden gun on, and so it might do a little bit more damage for me than if you don't have that. So it may take a couple of shots, but you'll be able to get a couple off in the bullet time if you have that saved up. So there you go. That is the end of Chapter 12. Thanks for watching. I hope this has been helpful, and I will see you in Chapter 13.